Happy Sunday. Hopefully you're doing well. Happy whatever day you see this video. So this video will basically be about the importance of training and how I'm excited for I just started a new job a little less than a month, because before that I had a job where I was new and I was there for like 5 months, and I'm like, okay, well, this is, something that I got to get used to. I didn't really enjoy the atmosphere and everything. It was a little different for me. It was a big adjustment. But before that, I had a job that I had like almost 5 years, and I eventually, like, learning everything, I felt comfortable off the bat. And that's the kind of positions where I want to be in companies. So I took a city job as of recently, and off the bat, everybody's friendly. You feel comfortable. It's an area, a learning environment where it's like, oh, well, go ahead, make a mistake, and let's show you how we do it here. So it's really nice. It's not like as some places, it's kind of like, oh, well, I'll teach you like for like a month or two, and then example, the job where I was at the law firm for 5 years almost, they trained me and then we had to go home. And then by the time we went home, because of COVID, then we got trained again for new systems and stuff. So that was just so cool. And then we stayed home a lot. So it was just so sweet. It was multicultural. It was like every race. For sure, it was a lot of one particular race. That's fine. But they made sure that you felt comfortable. So the new place that I went to, it was like kind of different atmosphere, not as much a friendlier atmosphere, kind of like a cold shoulder type. That's not what I like. So now at the city job, I'm feeling more comfortable, and it's like, oh, first of all, it's a city position. You have stability there. So they said that they'll train me at least for 3 months, and hopefully you can catch on to everything 3 months or just a little bit over that. I think that's great. Because that would allow me to write down as much notes as possible. It's a Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. And a lot of positions these days, they expect for you to, I guess, learn in 2 weeks and get the ball rolling. And not everybody's like that. It takes people time. So I'm just grateful to be somewhere where people are kind. They are giving you a chance to learn and make mistakes and show me what parts you don't understand. Because all in having experience, then with someone being younger than you, you would want them to feel comfortable in teaching them. So I think that it's important for places to have proper training put in place. Not, oh, I showed you how to do something for a week, here you go. Something like that is not quite training. 15 minutes of uninterrupted time is not training. For me, I'm doing accounts payable, accounts receivable, and payroll. And I'm learning. So the accounts payable, I know how to do a little bit of that, but it's a different system. So they're showing me, this is how you use the system. Okay, go ahead, show me if you know how to do that. AR, it's like a little bit of, like depositing stuff. Like, oh, you've never done that before? Let me go ahead and show you. Show you a few times, and then you can show me if you know what I'm doing, and then we can correct you from there. Payroll, never done at all, and I'm grateful to have an opportunity and a chance with this. So it's very interesting. We went through how to do this. I wrote down my notes, went through how to do it with someone else, wrote down my notes, because you can learn differently from another person, because they might have a different technique on how to do a task, or maybe they have a shortcut or something. So I'm going to do that this coming up week again, versus seeing people do it. I'm going to do it. So that's after the span of at least trying to see how 2 different people do this particular task. Let me see if I can do it. And then it's like sitting next to you. They're going to be sitting next to me, and it's kind of like, okay, well, go here, follow your notes. And then what I'm going to do is not press any buttons or anything until I know exactly, like, oh, I'm completely sure about this, and then ask questions and write down more notes as I go. So a full week of, like, well, no, not a full week, because if you have paydays on Friday, then it will be at least Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So 3 full days of, this is the way we do this process. This step is done. Okay, then we go here. Then we do this. So I'm really looking forward to doing everything within the next 3 days of something I've not done before, but I've watched other people do it. And when you're around people who are supportive in a position that are older than you, and it's like, oh, well, I've been in your shoes before of not knowing how to do something. I'm going to show you how to do this. I hope that you catch on. And then if you have any questions, feel free. And if you don't know what questions to ask, I like being in environments like that where it's kind of more warm and welcoming. If you don't know what questions to ask, or like, oh, well, this part, for instance, like me, if I'm sitting next to the person who's training me, oh, this part is confusing right here. And then they can explain it again. And then you get a copy of an example that you can follow for next time. That's really cool too. So because everybody learns differently, you know. And then if I'm learning from my manager who's learning her position and stuff, it's like, okay, I see how you did that. And if you ever need help with something, I wrote that specific task down in my notes, you know. So that's just all interesting because I've only ever done AP, checks, cutting, writing, and paying things out. I've paid rent a few times before, just doing, and other various part-time positions that I had. And then when I had the full-time position, it was mostly just the AP because they had the different departments. So that was just interesting too. Yeah, and I'm just grateful because when you sit in the seat of having many years or decades of experience and then giving a younger person a chance, like, okay, I'm passing the pen to you. Go ahead and, you know, write it out. Go ahead, type on the keyboard. Show me that that my training's good. It's just a personal time of not 15 minutes sitting there week after week, uninterrupted, a full day, like an uninterrupted 2 hours, uninterrupted 3 hours, like real training. So I don't know where the training went with some companies, but I guess some people expect for you to get things after 5 minutes, and that's not true. So I'm just grateful. Yeah, city and state jobs are definitely something that I've never seen myself, I can't say interested in, but I guess if you have experience with doing one thing, then that can take you down a road that you're like, oh, well, what's this? I've never done that before, but then somebody might give you a chance to learn something. So I'm just like, wow, I'm grateful. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. I don't know where training, the lack of training at companies, and they think that that's okay. I don't know why that's okay. I don't think that is cute at all. You should give young people a safe net of being protected from employees that are rude, being protected from, oh, well, I didn't get a proper training. Let's go ahead and start that again. You know, things like that. So, but I'm just happy to be somewhere where they're not stone cold people. You know, it's a warm environment and you feel comfortable in being yourself. Bye. Thank you.